Ooh, somebody gonna get it. All right, House of Dragons season finale. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Of course, we will be going into spoilers here. So if you have not seen it, I suggest you go watch it and then come on back. This was an amazing episode as always. This episode deals with Renera. She has found out that her father has passed. Damon is skeptical. He believes that he was probably murdered, and everybody's trying to find their way in this episode. What's going on? What do we need to do? Princess Raneis shows up, and she tells Princess or Queen Renera what has happened, what has been going on, that a king has been crowned, and that her father's promise will not come to pass, at least not in the way that he has foreseen it. But then that leads to the coolest scene, I think, this entire season. She is lost and searching for what to do, but the people who are faithful to her bend the knee as Raneis shows up with her father's crown, and she is crowned queen. And I thought that was super powerful. I love that part. As a matter of fact, I rewound it and watched it again because I absolutely loved that for her. I thought she deserved it. I thought now is her chance to prove herself, and I think she's the only one who can kind of steady the ship. So immediately after they crown her, there is a big to-do about how we should handle things. Should we go to war? Which is seemed to be the focal point of everyone at her table, including Damon. Damon feels that she has been incredibly wrong, which she has, and that they should immediately take this as an act of war, and they should go after the Red Keep. Corlys makes an appearance. I told you he wasn't dead. I knew he was not dead. So he shows up, and he finally has a change of heart. He realizes that maybe it was his stubbornness which has helped push this thing in the direction that it has. Raneis is surprised, you can tell by the look on her face, to hear him say that. But things have changed now, and it's not as simple as walking away and just going to want to be with your grandchildren as he wanted to. It's a little bit too little, too late. Princess Raneis explains the situation to Corlys and says that Queen Renera is the only thing holding the realm together. And I kind of like that about her. I felt like I could appreciate the fact that it would be easy for her, especially her more than anyone else, to want to go to war, especially, having her birthright, or not her birthright, but her being chosen by her father to rule in his place, and that being stripped from her. No one should want to go to war more than her. So the fact that she's steady in her reasoning is very, very cool to see. She's not quick to fly off the handle. And then I kind of skipped over this because it was kind of, I don't know if I was going to talk about this or not, but there was the stillbirth of her newest child, which this woman has been through absolute hell, which I'm sure was brought on by the stress of listening to the passing of her father and not knowing whether he was murdered or if it was from natural causes. So that was pretty sad to have to go through that. I mean, she did this by herself. This woman is a champ. I believe that Damon has been removed and Renera supplanted as the new best character, at least according to me. So now we have all our current allies at the table trying to construct this plan. We have to find out who is still who is still willing to bend the knee to Renera. Who are we still friends with? So we set out on a quest. We send little feelers all over the place to find out who is with us and who isn't. So she sends her sons out, one to go see the Starks, and the other to go see the Baratheons in Storm's End. I think it's Storm's End, to find out if they're still with us. So as her son gets there, I believe his name is. I mean, it's hard to keep track of all these names. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't have it here, so you know who I'm talking about. You saw the episode. But as he shows up to Storm's End, he sees the dragon from Aemon, which is massive. I had no idea that dragon was that damn big. But it is. Ridiculous. So I got to give it to him. That kid has some stones. He knew exactly who that dragon belonged to, and he was not afraid to go in there and handle his business. Maybe he should have been. So he goes in and he talks to Lord Baratheon and finds out that he is not his father, and he does not care that his father bent the knee to Viserys and now to Queen Renera. He's going to do what he wants to do, unless you can give him something in return. Give him the best offer, basically. He doesn't want to hear anything he has to say. So he basically sends him on his way. And now we come to the episode which has absolutely blown my mind. We have to make a mad dash back to Mummy. Back to Queen Renera. And we have to fight off this massive dragon and Aemon, who seems to have this ridiculous thought of revenge on his mind. Basically playing a dangerous game. These two kids are. Every time they fight, they play a dangerous game. But they try to get back, and it doesn't work out. He gets absolutely murdered on that dragon. Chewed up, in fact, as Aemon lost control of his dragon because the dragon felt the fire of the little dragon, and he wasn't having it. Not even a little bit. So he paid the price with his life by chewing him up into little bits, and Rhaenyra was pretty pissed. I thought she was going to turn around and be sad, but when she didn't turn, I knew she was going to turn around with that mean face. Now, let me tell you something right now. I cannot even imagine what I would do if that happened to me, but I would probably burn the goddamn everything to the ground. Everything. I wouldn't give a damn who was in it. I'm burning it. So I can only imagine what is going through her mind. My thoughts on this episode. I thought this episode was fantastic. I thought it's a great lead into season 2. I feel like Rhaenyra is not going to take any prisoners in season 2, and that she's going to do some damage. I think they've pushed her around long enough, and I think that it's time for her to come back and do what she does best, and just stop taking shit from everybody and just go to work. As usual, this episode looked beautiful. The special effects were incredible. Wink, wink, Marvel. The story is incredibly captivating, and I did not believe watching this in the beginning this was going to be anywhere near Game of Thrones, and I thought this was going to be some like cheap knockoff, and then this was just going to be silly, and they were just trying to capitalize on Game of Thrones, but it is not. It is absolutely not. This is an amazing story thus far. The intrigue is there, the mystery is there, the backhandedness, all of that is still there, and you're very much getting a fantastic show. So I'm interested in seeing where this is going to go. I'm interested to know what you think about this show, and I know somebody's going to burn me down for not remembering that kid's name, but that's okay. I expect it anyway. I know that at some point in the future, when everything seems dark, I feel like Rhaenyra is going to hold that ship to let Raneis know that her son is still alive. I feel like that's going to be an important piece later on. I don't know why. I feel like it is. I feel like that's going to hang over her head, especially for Corlys, and they'll find a way to use that to gain each other's trust again. My thoughts for season 2. I think that I don't think it'll be as bloody as what most people think. I've thought that this would have been bloody by now, and it wasn't. Everything was calculated. I feel like that there'll be a lot of chess pieces moved in this second season that weren't moved in the first season. I feel like Renera and I can never remember this woman's name. Never. Alicent will have it out, and I believe that you will see a fight to the death between Daemon and Sir Christian, which has been a long time coming, I think. And I think Aemond and Rhaenyra's other son are going to just have at it. So these are the things I'm looking forward to. Let me know what you're looking forward to. Did you like this episode? Did you hate this episode? Was it not enough for a finale for you? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you enjoy the content. Let me know your thoughts. I love hearing other people's theories. And, see if we can occupy our time until next year. Next year. All right, man. That's about it. I love y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. And, y'all take it easy.